landscape with live. It's live. Can you go landscape with live? So I had it orientated in landscape and it wouldn't go live. I don't actually know. So here we are at the Bannockburn. We are, as you all know, and I'm stuck here. I can't get out of here. Oh, I'll have to get somebody to come and help me out. No, don't, please don't. No, I'm planning on having a drinker session in that roundabout. Now, I was going to do that today, but what I'm going to do now, I'm just on my way home, and I'm going to I've said some awful things in the last video. There's some sort of thing, you shouldn't have said that. So I've said homophobic things, I've said transphobic things, I've said are lesbians homosexuals? Lesbiophobic. Islamophobic. I never said that. I never said anything Islamophobic. That's a plus point. Right, what we can do today is go up a different way. Well, I do like going that way up there because you get a good view of the roundabout. But so today we're talking about, what are you talking about? I don't know. You're talking about how it's not really that warm, but it's supposed to be warm next week. 18, 20, 22 degrees. Perfect for painting the roof of the car. So what do you want to rabbit on about now? I don't know really. It just sort of comes to me, doesn't it? Anything that just comes into my head, it just comes straight out. But I think it's one of the things, if you really try and do it, you can't do it. You know, like trying to. So this is by Hederick Woods, where Robert the Bruce's men camped here. And these houses weren't built in 1315, you'll understand. And I've actually found it interesting. I'm not being horrible here, but it's, you know, when you get people's faces, there's a Sarah something, a newsreader. No, she's a journalist. Her face is like diagonal. It's like that. It's a muscle thing, isn't it? Yeah. Sarah. She's Scottish. She's one of these University of Glasgow bullshitting fucking vacuous bullshitters getting big money for being a big gob and living the white privilege of being a white female in Scotland. And I didn't even know she lived in Scotland. She might not live in Scotland, for I know. She might live in England. I've got a feeling she'll live in a posh part of Glasgow. Yeah. So that's the other bit that came out there, which I quite like, because you can see so that's the Cars of Stirling way over there, down there, the flat bit. So what he was talking about, this guy, Robert, if you want to look at his videos, just type in Robert the Bruce Genius. I think it's Bannockburn. He's a historian, this guy. It's not just the Battle of Bannockburn, he's got videos about lots of battles. And it's really interesting. Very, very, very interesting. And we're talking about he's talking about the topography, not typography. Typography is letters, isn't it? Topography. How does one get educated? You know, why would it be that you have to read books to be educated? Why can't you be educated some other way? What's your definition of education? Is the other thing. So really what I'm trying to do here is defend my lack of book reading, which I find it very difficult to do. But it doesn't mean to say that I'm not an intelligent person, so to speak. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that I don't really learn that way. Visual learner. So maybe that was the way to keep. In the past, you had to be a different type of learner. Everything that went wrong with me was not pursuing the art when I left school and getting involved with my first wife and getting wrapped up in woman craziness. I could have done without that. But I have got grandchildren and children, which I haven't seen for years, but that's fine. It's not fine, it's not fucking fine, but what can I do about it? It's fuck all I can do about it. It's up to them. So that's their decision. My door is always open. No, it's not, it's locked, but you have to ask and my door would open. Well, no, it depends. If you're not my granddaughter or you're not my son, then it wouldn't open. But if you are, it would open. And my other son, and my other son, and my daughter. They all know that, and they choose not to knock on the door. Or ask for the door to be open. So you can do that digitally. Digitally would be send a message, hi, can you open your door? And then you'll find my door opening process, which is I jump out the back window, run up and down the neighbour's wall. I did say I chucked boomerangs around, but I don't do that because that would look silly. Then I sort of scream things like a banshee. Is that a pronoun? Banshee. That's like, you know, they have these 72 genders. I have 73 now. Fucking banshee. Let's have a look. I can't even fucking see what's happening here. Right. Let's see what's going on. Oh, there's 3,000 people watching and 1 like. Aye, that's quite a lot. You fucking liar. There's only 5 people watching and 1 like and no comments. Well, if there's no comments, I'll be going soon anyway. I'm going for my breakfast. That's what I'm doing. My breakfast. So life is like, in life you have these it's like when I used to drive a lot, I used to drive a lot more than what I do now. I used to enjoy stopping at the motorway services. And it was because it was like in your mind it was like I suppose if you were swimming, you say, I'm going to stop for a rest when I get to this island. Of course, when you're driving, you're sitting in comfort generally, but you have to keep your head working, see what's around you and be alert. But the cars are very comfortable. No much doubt, the Green Communists will probably introduce like uncomfortable seats. They maybe already have done that. I wouldn't be surprised. And they'll make anybody that's in the lower classes. Because let's face it, that's what they're doing here. It's the class system all over again. But it's based on virtuosity, or how virtuous you are, the carbon offset. It's the biggest lot of piss I've ever heard in my life. That's what they should be fighting, but no, they're fighting the definition of a woman instead. So, we're going to go over to Dryfield in a minute. A Dryfield. There's a fucking Dryfield up here. It's a bit of an awkward bit to get to, and it's quite boggy down there. How can a Dryfield be boggy? Well, that bit's not the Dryfield. That's the bog. There. Trees blowing down. So it's a Dryfield. Going to go down that way and get on with it, I suppose. Well, could walk. Which way do you want to walk? Now we'll walk. We'll walk across this way. This way here. Round there. That's where Robert the Bruce. This is where much of the Battle of Bannockburn took place. Of course, this is on the. Wait a minute. This is on the Stirling side of the Bannockburn. There's a Pearl Stream burn as well. So it comes. I don't know where. So it's been culverted, the Pearl Stream. So I'm not sure exactly where it. I know it's up. It's up near. What the fuck's the name of that place? Sheriff something or. Oh God! It's up past Bannockburn, Robert the Bruce's horse. Oh fucking! Then you go up to the motorway. What's that called? There's a little bridge there. That goes over the Pearl Stream. The Pearl Stream burn. I always find it hard to remember the name of that place. Sheriff. Right, don't even try. You won't find it if you try. It'll come to you when you don't need the information. Right, so this whole area was a battlefield 710. I'm gonna have to check that up because I'm getting mixed up. 710 years ago. The anniversary. 710. That's where it all happened. It all happened 710 years ago. So it's all about confidence. So if you're going into battle, taking on the English, be confident. You know, there's like 20,000 of them coming up. You're about 3,000. I don't know what it was. They were a bigger army, but it was what I was. Right, so you're back to what you were trying to talk about. The guy was educating me, because I was watching his video, about understanding the land. You know, everything about the nooks and crannies. The land. You know, that's what. So that's I believe how. Well, the main reason why Robert the Bruce won that particular battle, but of course the English get. What they don't like saying is that they got revenge on us and totally tanked us. As in us, as in Scottish, because I'm Scottish. But I don't know if I was Scottish in 1315. I don't know that. Right? So I am now. So I don't really like this kind of thing where you're totally blind to the reality of things. So I discovered that my surname, the one that I dropped, is from Londonderry. That's not in fucking Scotland, is it? Was it in Scotland 710 years ago? No. Was it in Scotland? No, it's not in fucking Scotland. Londonderry's in Londonderry, which is in Ireland. Northern Ireland, which is in Britain. It's British Isles. It's in Britain, Great Britain. The political union of Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, England, Isle of Man. No, it's not the fucking Isle of Man, you fanny. Right, so, we've got some comments coming in. So my middle name, it was prevalent in, this is boring, but I get a chance to be boring. I can be boring if I want. My middle name, which is not my middle name, Ferguson. It's actually my name, because I prefer it. Well, that was one name. Oh, shut it! Fuck off. Right. It is prevalent in Northern Ireland, Londonderry as well, but a bit more, right? See, if you look at it, it's a bit more over towards Ireland, right? But then, of course, the data in this site that I was on is from the British Isles. That's where they're getting information from. Because like, a lot of these countries, they're not up to it, are they? I mean, they're a bit simple, aren't they? I mean, they don't even have computers. they're not gonna. I mean, they're gonna write down some fucking thing. How many people are here? Right. So, where you live? I don't understand what you speak. I speak shite. Where I live, Battle of Bannockburn. Work it out for yourself. Go and do a Google search. Battle of Bannockburn. Where was I? I live in the Battle of Bannockburn. That's where I'm standing right now. And this is where I live. Well, I don't live right here on the spot. I live about a mile or so from here. So that's where we are. This is where the Battle of Bannockburn took place. And see, if it didn't, I don't give a shit. I believe it did. So I identify as this place identifies as the Battle of Bannockburn site. Okay? There's Bannockburn High School. So it must have happened here, because there's high school here. So underneath that high school was the Battle of Bannockburn. You know what? There's probably stuff still about in the ground somewhere. Fuck off. Right, yeah, names. Aye. So I don't know. It kind of looks like my ancestors probably weren't here 710 years ago, but I don't know that for sure. And most of the names in the family tree are sort of trailed along from Northern Ireland, across central Scotland and up towards Aberdeen. Now I'm going to go on about that again because I think it's brilliant. So in the name, I put the name into this thing. There's a cluster, a very light cluster, about where I was shagging. I mean, I don't do it anymore because if you go and look into me, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you'll say, "What the fuck's this weirdo going on about?" But I mean, unless I did have a bit of a So that's not me. That's genetics. Like all the ins and outs of organising family life and keeping women happy and all that shit. You'll never achieve that, right? Well, some people do, and they do it by giving up themselves or whatever it is. But genetics keeps on piling through. So that's what happened with me. My genetics for that period in time, which was the mid to late 80s and the mid to late 90s, and then after that, I'm dead. My genetics are dead. But the majority of people are like that anyway. I mean, most of your sort of nuclear families only get 2 children. So I had more than most people, but Michelle Borg. Hi Michelle. T4 lovers. T4 lovers, I hope you understand what I'm saying, because Obama. Usama Blatty. Well, I'm talking English is what I'm talking, but it's a Scottish. It's English. I am talking English, which is what people talk in Scotland. They don't speak fucking Gaelic. That's bullshit. They speak English, and that's what I speak. But it's a Scottish. It's an accent, isn't it? A Scottish accent. When did you realise you're attracted to men? Who the fuck says I'm attracted to men? That's a weird question. I'm attracted to women, so fuck you. Oh, here we go. It'll get really confusing. Well, what does that mean? It's like, it's one of these like... It's like, well, firstly, it's an inappropriate question. So that's the sort of question, if you met... Like, if I was in Wetherspoons at a bar, you don't go and say, when did you realise you were attracted to men? Right? So that's a numpty question, Kevin. It's like that's the thing with the internet, isn't it? Well, I'm saying things that I do say things like that when I meet people. That's probably why I don't have any friends. Don't forget to hit the... Yep, I'll do that. Hit the like button. Nah, it's alright, Kevin. It's just... that's a sort of sexual question, I think. So it's not... I don't want to start going on about it because it would take hours. I'll be standing here for hours trying to go on about it. That's where Robert the Bruce collected firewood, up there. Right up there. Because they had a fire going at the camp. Well, the English camp, the English in 3015 was away over down there, down in the Cars. Well, the English came from that way because that's the Roman road, Falkirk, Denny's up that way. So obviously they came from the south, and the Scottish were at this side. waiting for them, and then they got fucked overnight. But who cares? That's why I've got a detached house and central heating. Because it's really a wealth. That's why you got the British Isles and British Empire. It spread wealth, and the Scots benefited from it. The wealth of the British Empire. With Scots, that's why I am the way I am right now. No, that's not why I'm standing here talking crap on a bog, a dry field bog. That's not why I'm here, but it's why we are where we are. Otherwise, we'd be living like in a mud hut or something. Oh God, don't stand in mud huts. We'd be living in sheds. But that's not to say that, you know, if you're happy living in a shed, live in a fucking shed, right? And just live there, sit there, you know, get your tin of lager. I mean, I actually wouldn't, I've already talked about that earlier, about detransitioning from being middle class. So what does that mean? You could give all your stuff away? Well, I'm not going to fucking do that, am I? Okay, oh, I'll give you all my stuff. No, I'm not giving you my stuff. Fuck you. All right. So it's difficult to detransition. So what I'm talking about is stop being wealthy. Well, I don't mean wealthy. I mean not as wealthy as I was not as wealthy as before, which is wealthier than before. And losing money would be being less wealthy. Right. So what else have we got here? I thought you were transitioning. That's all. From middle class. Well, I was thinking about it. Transitioning from middle to lower class. I don't forget to hit the like button. Alright. I apologise. It's complicated. How can you really start talking about that? It's fucking weird. I can't really explain it. I'll just leave you even more confused if I try and explain it about transitioning. Transitioning is a social transition where you live. So you're living in a male role and you change to a female role, or you're living in a female role and you change to a male role. And the reality is what actually happens is you're still the same person. So you'll end up doing the same things that you did before. What will happen is you'll transition and you're actually denying yourself reality. So you're in this high, and so if you go to wear a dress, if you're a man and you wear a dress, who gives a fuck? You can wear what you like, right? So if you're a woman and you want to wear man stuff, who gives a fuck? You can wear what you like. But it's when you start having surgeries, taking hormones and medications, and see, I'll watch what I'm saying. I could get in trouble for saying these things. But I think so. Maybe I did get in trouble with YouTube before for talking about. Right. So you're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to stop talking about this. So basically, it's a social transition. So that's what you do. So my argument here is what I'm saying to you is you will end up being the same person once all the dust settles and you're back to. So like, say like you had a fetish for cutting trees down and running around with big logs, right? And you're a man and you do that, and then you transition to become a woman, and then after a few months you'll end up cutting logs down and running about with big logs, because you will. That's just the type of person you are. Does that make it clear? No, does it? Don't forget to hit the like. I apologise. Sorry. Where did you realise you were attracted to me? Right, okay, so I'm going to go now. I'm going to go for my breakfast. So thanks for the chat. Don't worry about it, Kevin. Yeah, it's just a case of... yeah. No, I suppose it's a fair question, actually. Yeah, it is. It's a fair question, but I'll give you a fair answer, so that's fine. Right, I'm going. Right, thanks, T4 Lovers. T4 Lovers is going to be my, what do you call it, moderator. So you have to kick out people. Oh, what's this? Why my mom not let me eat the freedom from the dog? Red crayon. It's a weird world, isn't it? Right, thanks for coming along. Thanks to Jay for being the moderator, and thanks Kevin for your comment. Thanks Kevin for your comment, and thanks Kevin for your comment, and thanks Kevin again. I'm allowed to show me. Right, bye. What the hell? I'm allowed to.